Today, inshallah, I'm going to talk about anatomy, the pituitary gland. I am عدنان بطاح الخزي. My supervisor, Professor عدنان. First of all, we're going to talk about the main points in my seminar, which are the definition, the location, parts of the pituitary gland, blood and nerve supply of the pituitary gland, and the last thing, hormones produced by the pituitary gland. First of all, we have anatomical definition of the pituitary gland. The pituitary gland, or hypophysis, is an endocrine gland about the size of a pea. It's a size of a small bony cavity, which is called sella turcica, covered by a dural fold that we call the diaphragma ocelli at the base of the brain. The pituitary fossa, in which the pituitary gland sites, is situated in the sphenoid bone in the middle cranial fossa at the base of the brain. Then we will talk about the physiological definition of the pituitary gland. The pituitary gland, as we just mentioned before, it's called the hypophysis, and here we have another name, pituitary body. Is a small oval endocrine gland attached to the base of the vertebrate brain and consisting of an anterior and posterior lobe, the secretion of which control other endocrine glands and influence growth, metabolism, and maturation. Here we have two pictures for the pituitary gland, and here we can see the pituitary gland lies in the sella turcica. Right now, where can we find the pituitary gland, or location of the pituitary gland? This gland lies in the sella turcica, which is called hypophyseal fossa. It is separated from the bone by the two layers of the dura and the intercavernous sinuses. It is related anteriorly to the tuberculum ocelli and the sphenoidal air sinus. Posteriorly, it is separated from the bones and basilar by the dorsum ocelli. Superiorly, the diaphragma ocelli separates it from the optic chiasm. Inferiorly, body of sphenoid and sphenoid air sinuses separates it from nasopharynx. Laterally, on each side, there is the cavernous sinuses with its contents. The posterior lobe of the glands is connected to the base of the brain by the pituitary stalk, which is called the infundibulum. Here we have two pictures showing us the pituitary gland. The first one is from the superior view, and the second one from the lateral view. Here we can see the pituitary gland. The superior view lies in the sella turcica, and here we can see. Here we can see the tuberculum ocelli comes in the anterior of the pituitary gland. Right now, parts of the pituitary gland. The gland can be subdivided into a larger anterior lobe and a smaller posterior lobe. These subdivisions indicate different embryological and functional characteristics. The anterior lobe, also called the adenohypophysis, develops from latex sponge, whereas the posterior lobe, also called the neurohypophysis, develops as a downgrowth of the brain. Each one of these parts divides to, here this picture showing us the parts of the pituitary gland. Here we can see the anterior lobe of the pituitary gland, which is in the light pink. And behind it, we can see the posterior lobe of the pituitary gland in the dark pink. Each one of these lobes divides into subdivisions, which are the anterior lobe, adenohypophysis, divides into pars distalis, pars intermedia, and pars tibialis. The posterior lobe, that's known as adenohypophysis, divides into pars nervosa, infundibular stem, and media eminence. Here we can see the pars tibialis and pars distalis and pars intermedia, which come from the anterior lobe of the pituitary gland. And there we can see the pars nervosa, which is come with the posterior lobe of the pituitary gland. blood supply of the pituitary gland. It's supplied by middle, inferior, and superior hypophyseal arteries from the internal carotid arteries. This picture showing us the superior hypophyseal artery and the inferior hypophyseal artery comes from the internal carotid artery and pass from the hypothalamus and end in the pituitary gland. Nerve supply of the pituitary gland. The innervation of the pituitary gland can be subdivided into an intrinsic innervation and a vasomotor innervation. The inconstant innervation is composed of the numerous nerve fibers that pass from the hypothalamus down the pituitary stalk to the posterior lobe. The vasomotor supply is derived from the sympathetic plexus associated with the internal carotid artery. And the last point in my seminar, it will be the hormones produced by the pituitary gland. As we just mentioned before, we have two lobes of the pituitary gland. Each one of them produces its own hormones. First of all, anterior pituitary gland hormones. It's produced 7 hormones, which are SCTH, which is called adrenocorticotropic hormone, and TSH, called thyroid stimulating hormone, and BRL, which is called prolactin, and FSH, we call it follicle stimulating hormone, and GH, growth hormone, and LH, it's called luteinizing hormone, and the last hormones will be alpha melanocyte stimulating hormone. Secondly, we have the posterior lobe, which is produced just 2 hormones, which are vasopressin, it is called antidiuretic hormone, or we just can say ADH. And the second hormone will be oxytocin. This picture is showing us the pituitary gland hormones and their functions. For example, the antidiuretic hormone affect on the kidney tubules, and the growth hormone GH affect in the bone and muscles. Thank you very much. This is my reference. Questions or comments?
Any more questions? Any questions? Okay, in this case, we will take a short break. Thank you.
قلت إن في circulation أو blood supply of the pituitary gland. في حاجة اسمها portal circulation, bringing the venous blood from the hypothalamus to the pituitary gland. عندنا 2 portal circulation في جسمنا، واحدة في الأبدومن واحدة في البيتيوتري. إيه فايدة البورتال circulation دي؟
Skip the blood.
لا، this carries the releasing hormone from the hypothalamus to the pituitary. يعني الhypothalamus هي the gland that controls the pituitary, and then the pituitary controls all the other glands of the body. So this is the value of the portal circulation. زي عندنا في الأبدومن بنمتص الأكل يطلع عن طريق الفين يروح للليفر through the portal circulation. عندنا 2 portal circulation. But this is for the knowledge. Thank you for this very good presentation. شكرا.